afternoon. Happy Friday. This is Sean LaBelle of the Decker Hewitt Group. Really strong week for North American equities, capped off by a massive Friday in which we got jobs numbers for the month of May that were dramatically better than expected. We had figures that came in Friday morning. We were expecting for 8 million jobs lost for the month of May in the US. Actually, it was an add of 2 million and a big drop in the unemployment rate down to 13%. Economists were actually expecting that to increase to about 19%. So that's why we saw this massive surge in the markets on Friday. In terms of what was actually moving the markets this week, it's basically a copy and paste of what we saw last week, in that these value and cyclical names are outperforming the growth names, meaning the names like the Facebooks and the Amazons of the world, underperforming the industrials and the energy names. Really strong week for North American energy stocks, which is phenomenal for the TSX, with some big moves there. In terms of the Market Watch Weekly, it just dives into these jobs numbers a little bit more. Again, while we are by no means sounding the all clear horn here, we nonetheless are seeing some really good momentum in the underlying jobs market. A lot of green shoots are showing up. Just goes to discuss that maybe the economic devastation that we saw in that Q1 isn't necessarily as bad as everyone initially thought. Elsewhere, there's a really good table in the Market Watch Weekly that just discusses this recent run that we've had. We've actually now, if you include today, we're up over 40% in the last 51 days. That is the biggest 50-day rally in the history of the S&P 500. There's a really good table there that just shows you the returns both 1 to 12 months later off these sort of big moves. They're all consistently higher after that period. So it just goes to show that while the market's had a tremendous move, we're still bullish. There's still more room to run if history is any guide. Otherwise, that'll do it for the Market Watch Weekly today. Hope everyone has a great weekend, and we'll talk to you again next week. Cheers.